Why do people always say shit to artists that they think are talentless without doing any proper research? Why do people always use the "there are so many talented artists who don't get recognition" card, just to hate on said artists they think are talentless, because they find it easier to hate than to research properly on the artists to see if they're actually talented? Like I've seen a comment on Addison Rae's live performance of Obsessed saying that there are those who know how to sing who don't get recognition. I also saw a similar type of comment thrown at Kaachi. People hated on Kaachi because they discovered SB19, a P-pop group trained under a Korean company, and Z-pop, a non-Korean Asian group, and used their much better trained talent and better vocally edited music to hate on Kaachi. I for one knew Z-pop and SB19 before Kaachi. I for one stand and still stand Kaachi, Z-pop, and listen, but don't stand SB19 after knowing about all three groups. I for one was on the Kaachi defense side. I didn't hate on them. The same is for Addison Rae. After I discovered she can actually sing, but just debuted with a bad song, and no proper training, I continue to this day writing comments defending her singing, not her behavior, but her singing. People use this, "there are artists who deserve more recognition" bullshit, not because they actually care for artists who actually deserve more. It's because they're using it just to hate on Addison and Kaachi, because they didn't and don't do their research before speaking. I went on that Addison Rae comment, and I replied something long, but in the first part of the comment I said this: if you feel bad for them, go find their music and promote them, and share them around. Do something. Don't say I feel bad for those who can sing, but don't get the attention they deserve, just so you can hate on Addison, just because you assume she can't sing. Whatever I said here above is true. People comment shit like, "there are artists who deserve more," or "there are artists who can sing but don't get recognition," but the people commenting don't actually care, and just use this to hate on other artists. If they did care, like I said above, they'd find artists and promote their music, but sadly they don't do that, and just pretend that they care. I, as someone who listens to a lot of Korean artists popular and underrated, a lot of Western artists popular and underrated, who listens to music in any language as long as it's good, and as someone who actually promotes underrated artists on my KTube channel, and try to do form videos, sharing unknown songs to people, or just making long videos, my regular uploads on topics, trying to include every unknown artist that I think of, this comment and the similar comments made at Kaachi really threw me off. If I could, I would report this dumb comment, and the similar ones at Kaachi, but YouTube doesn't really do anything, and don't really care much when it comes to reporting. I literally hate comments like these, because they're using their pretending to care mentality, because they're too lazy to go do some fucking research to stop hating on Addison and Kaachi. Both are talented. Y'all don't need to write dumb comments, because what y'all say in those comments are better said than done. And it's true. Y'all need to start putting your words to good use. If y'all think an artist deserves more than the one y'all are hating on, then go fucking find some artists to promote. Stop with the lies. Stop with the lack of actually caring, because y'all actually don't. If I were to say, there are artists who deserve more or something along those lines, be it Western music or Korean music, I would name actual artists who deserve more, but for y'all cannot even name one artist who deserves more. The person who wrote on Addison's live performance just said, "there are people who know how to sing, but don't get recognition," which shows that they didn't name anyone. Which shows that if you ask them, they might not know anyone who deserves it more than Addison, which in turn will show that they're just using their words to hate on Addison, because they're not telling you what artists they think deserves more, which will show you that they don't actually care and just wanna hate on Addison. Same with the Kaachi comments too. People need to stop acting like they care for underrated artists. People need to stop acting like it's cool or quirky to write dumb things like this on artists' videos. Yes, there are artists who actually deserve more, but that doesn't mean you go to a well-known artist's video and tell them things like how there are other artists who are better than you and deserve more than you, and you deserve nothing. That's honestly so fucking dumb and childish, and y'all need to stop and do some fucking research on vocals, because y'all honestly cannot see that y'all are hating on talented people, and are only hating on them because they're popular. In conclusion, people don't and will never care for underrated artists who deserve more. People will only care if they have to use underrated artists in their arguments, just to act like they care. Hating on a popular, well-known artist is one thing, but saying that underrated artists deserve more than said artist, without you actually caring for underrated artist, is more cruel than the hate. Yes, it is. Y'all need to get your heads out of your asses, and pull yourselves together, and go take a class on how to think before speaking, the art of not commenting dumb shit, and properly doing research before opening my mouth. At least if that sorta class existed in different countries in the world, a lot of people could benefit from that class, and learn a thing or two about how to do things properly. All I want is for people to comment proper thoughts, and not comments that everyone will blindly agree on, because most people don't do research at all, and hating is their favorite thing to do. I just want people to stop acting so childish, and start acting like adults. I'm sick of these comments, and sick of the dumbass people who comment them.